it's like about halfway in between 2.8 and 2.9. So it's 2.85, you know?
Sorry, I accidentally hit stop, but I pressed start again, so I'll try to mash up those videos together.
No, you're good. Actually, you should find your first recording installing now, I believe. I think. I don't know.
What?
I've only done like one recording on Zoom. I haven't done like multiple in the same session. So when you usually record on Zoom directly, like Zoom installs the recording onto your computer.
Oh, let me check my files.
If not, then it'll probably be the final recording when the meeting's over.
Okay.
But we haven't done much anyway.
Let's see. I don't see it yet, but it might just happen whenever I like shut this off too.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea how I came up with my answer. Like, I'm trying to look at it and figure it out, but I have no idea what I was even thinking.
Well, he did do a GPA on, all together, so maybe that's where you got your answer, because he did it. Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you get a different answer than this one?
Yeah, I was like dividing by, at first I took 3.01 and then subtracted 285 and I got 0.25, I think, or like 3.1, I don't know. And then I divided by 285 again.
Wait, did you do that based on his lecture or did you do that by yourself?
No, I think I did that based on something I saw in his lecture because I even remember like looking back at something. And no, but you're right. Your answer is right. I looked in the back of the book and
so are you sure my answer is right?
Yeah, I
because
found the
yesterday I asked him about a problem. I don't know if you guys remember this. I asked him about a problem and he said, no, you have to do it like my way. And if not, like you get half the points even if your answer is correct because you didn't plug it into the formula.
He wanted busy square formula.
No, so are you 100% sure?
Yeah, I looked in the back of the book.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, it says GPAs increased 5.6% for public schools. GPAs increased 6.8% for private schools. Private schools have higher inflation, both because the GPAs are higher and they are increasing faster. That's the answer.
Got it. Which is actually mirroring real life. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys still want to continue with the problem or move on? Move on?
Is there another GPA we can do?
I believe this is the only one that he gave from the homework. But if you guys I believe so. But if you are on a computer and you have the textbook open, you can click Control F and then search the words GPA and you'll get every single GPA problem in the textbook.
Okay. Control F.
If they are from the sections that we've covered, we can cover them too.
Okay, it's searching for all of them right now.
There's like 56.
There's a lot. So far, we're at 34. 35.
Jeez.
It's like, but it like looks up every time GPA is brought up on the page.
Okay. So do you think there's a different problem in the sections that we've covered?
I thought I saw one not too long ago, but that was just like the other GPA, like where you're multiplying the letters by the amount of units, by the hours.
Oh.
Like that's the only other GPA problems I can think of, but I mean, that's pretty basic. Like that's not hard. I used to do that before I even knew that this was part of stats to figure out my GPA.
All right.
Gotta keep track.
Yeah.
All right, if I get a B in this class, how far will it drag me down?
Yep. Oh. Okay, so which problem do you guys want to do now? If you want to move on from this one.
Well, I guess before we move on, like, I guess understanding GPA a bit more.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I don't know, like,
I don't think he'll ask you like, I don't think he'll ask on the exam like, what is GPA? But I think the main point of this problem is to understand like how to manipulate numbers to get the answer or to get the data you want, you know? So here it didn't specifically state, you know, that private schools increase slower or increase less than public schools, you know, or sorry, the other way around. Public schools increase less than private schools.
yeah.
But immediately from the graph, you know, like they started high and their bars are jumping up a little bit more every time than when you compare them to public schools. Also, public schools have started much lower, and they are the ones that have dragged down the average, you know? So this is also another important concept in stats, like when you're looking at what affected the average. So a lot of problems, like for example, homework time, you know, it might tell you, oh, like the average for these homeworks, you know, the homework time for 5 students is 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes. You know, and the average, let's say, is like, you know, 59 minutes. But if it says like, oh, one average was accidentally recorded as 70, but it's actually 700, you know, then you know that the average will actually skyrocket because of that number. Same concept here. Public schools have already began with a low GPA. So that in and of itself drives the first bar lower. And then every time they change, like the GPAs increase, they increase by less increments than private schools. So also the increments of the bars, like how big they are relative to the one before them, that's also driven lower by public schools.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much like all we have to cover for this problem.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
like-
we covered C
dividing.
and A. We covered both of them in one. So that was really good, Steph. Thank you for pointing that out. Because it is misleading. Like when I first saw this, I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But it's, yeah, whenever I first saw it, I immediately thought of the dollar signs that we saw, because it's the
Yeah,
same thing,
exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
like they just try to skew, because no one, like if this was a stat that they were trying to show on like the news or something, no one's gonna really like take the time to like sit
To look at
down
the
and do the
numbers
math, you know.
themselves.
Yeah, they're just gonna look at it and be like, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've seen actually my friend who is a statistician, him and I have like debates all the time about statistical issues. And he was like, one of the biggest issues is just how you display things. Like if you really want to skew stats, display is the way to go.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, I see that now. Okay, so which problem do you guys want to move on to next?
What's something that you guys are having like trouble with?
Oh, before we jump there, I just
You said standard deviation. We have to go over.
Yeah, so the stuff that professor said to go over yesterday was z-score, standard deviation, this GPA problem, and R. Are you guys having problems with R?
I'm having problems with all of it.
The correlation coefficient is
Let's do that one.
Heard. Yeah, the linear correlation coefficient is kind of tough. Once I like break it down into like a little chart though and go step by step, it gets so much easier as long as like you stay on track of like what numbers you're working with.
Yeah, organization is a big part of like tackling word problems.
Well, what problem was that?
Yeah, can
One
you
you
tell
just
us
said.
what page it's on?
What number was that one?
The one that I did?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, let me look. Okay, so it's gonna be page 205, number 11 or number 7. Both we have to do it. We have to do it for both.
So you did number what?
Oh, sorry, it's for chapter 4. It's 205D.
Is that on the textbook or on the
Oh,
PDF?
he put homework up?
That was one of the homework problems.
He put homework up for chapter 4?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why after I got to what was covered in 4.2, I just stopped because it started going a whole lot of different ways. I was just like, no.
Okay. So
I
is
mean,
that different on the PDF? 4.
yeah,
So which problem did you do? 11 or 7?
I did them both.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say let's do the one that you didn't do.
No, I've done it. I did 19 on 197. I did 7 and 11 on 205.
Okay.
Okay, are these in the assess your understanding, or is this
It's
in
on page 232 on the
the
PDF.
chapter review?
Yeah,
232. Okay.
It's
Okay.
assess your understanding.
yeah.
4.2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you had it right.
Ah! Sorry. Throwing you guys around. There we go.
1032 or 232. Sorry, 232. Conditional distribution of men and women.
What?
Is it that one? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Oh,
The one that she has on right now.
oh.
Wait, but what's the question? Oh, for problems.
7 through 12, yeah, and it's all of that. It took me about 30 minutes for each one, by the way, because it's just so like meticulous.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Sorry.
But
Wait,
it's
you guys-
once you like get into it, it's not that bad. Like when my biggest problem was whenever I would round the numbers, again, like if they were just a few numbers off, so I'd go back and like redo it until I got closer and closer. And what I found out is you just get like better, like closer, whenever you just round to the 100th place, not the 1000th like he usually tells us, when it's the 100th place.
Oh,
Because when
but
you get,
is that like when you're saying closer, do you mean closer to the answer of the book or like
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I honestly like this is one of the few times where I agree with
yeah, can you guys see that? I just
yeah.
I just rounded to the 100th and then I got so much closer. Like it was way better.
Oh, Beth
And
left. Hold
I
on.
think he really only
Oh,
wanted
Beth
us
left.
to do it to the 1000th,
Oh, rejoined.
the 1000th place for like all the other stuff. Like
Honestly,
the relative frequency distribution, all that stuff. I feel like that's when he wanted us to stay to the 1000th place. But once we get to all this, like it's just too much to have everything to the 1000th place, because then that's when you start losing your numbers.
um,
Or is that just me? Like I
I
found
don't really
myself
have an
getting
opinion.
more off when I left it at the 1000th place rather than rounding off to the 100th.
But the thing is, you're airing your answers to the back of the book, you know? So
Yeah.
the answers in the back of the book, technically speaking, could be the ones that are off, you know, like
Yeah.
from
And
precision.
even with oh, go ahead, sorry.
So I think if he asked us to do them to the thousands, I personally would round to the thousands just to be on the safe side. Like we have like 3 hours for this exam and it's 15 questions.
Yeah.
So I would say round to the thousands. That's my opinion. And even if you're not close to the answer of the book, you know that your answer is more precise, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If you have a graphing calculator, that's even better because your calculations that you do by hand, you can compare them to the answers of your graphing calculator. Your graphing calculator rounds to approximately 7 decimal points. So
but I do not have a graphing calculator. That's my only issue. So
wait, you didn't?
Girl, no, I'm not gonna spend $100 for a month class. No.
Yeah.
No, I thought you said you took a
Oh yeah,
stats.
I did, and that was like 4 years ago. I do not have that thing anymore. I was like, I'm not gonna need it again. It's fine. It's cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna hang on to a graphing calculator for 4 years. I should have. Now that hindsight's 2020, I feel like an idiot for not. But it's fine. We're here. It's cool.
The thing is, like, mine was only like $49, but it was
Wow.
Where'd you get that from?
my graphic. It was the Casio FX 9750.
Oh yeah, no.
Well,
It's so helpful. The Casio is amazing. I love that thing.
oh, I'll have to hop on that.
Yeah.
Well, for number 7, I kept it to the 1,000th place, and that worked out okay.
So did you want to do number 7?
It's up to you guys. Like I said, I did them all, so it's whatever you guys want to do, we can go over.
Is Beth back? Because she left.
I think Beth is back. I see her on the participants. Beth, can you hear us?
Oh.
Well.
Hello?
Oh man.
Can you hear me?
Okay, there she goes.
Yes.
Oh, there you
Yes. Now we can hear you.
You can hear me? I can't see the
Yeah.
screen. It's like, there we go. Yeah, it's been like turning off and turning on. So I missed whatever you guys were talking about.
Oh,
Just
we
calculators.
were just talking about rounding and calculators.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we basically said that if you round to the hundredths place, which is the second decimal point, you'll probably get an answer that's close to the back of the book. But my opinion is to like do as the professor says.
Okay.
Always do as the professor says.
I think he
just to guarantee your points,
I did say, yeah, I think he did say round to the hundredth.
No, he said to the thousand.
He did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was saying that I just thought that was for earlier. I mean, we can ask him today, and just do whatever he says. But I just feel like that's so ridiculous. Again, I don't know. If that's what he wants, that's what he wants. It is what it is. I'll ask him today. See if like for this we can at least just keep it to the 100th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. So do you guys want to do this one right now, or do you not? Have you already done it?
No, let's do it.
I haven't done it. Yeah, I haven't done it. So
Let's do it. Give me a second.
This is the correlation, right?
Yes, this is R. This problem is all about R.
All about R. And Y hat.
Yeah.
So what numbers are we doing for 4.2?
Number 7.
Yeah, we're looking.
That's it?
I mean, we can do more if you guys want to do more, but we can start with
It's
this
just like
for now.
number 7 has like
No.
5 parts.
No, that's fine.
So
Yeah,
that's fine.
if we feel like we need more, we can always do more.
We can like skip the graphing. That's like 2 or 3 parts of it. It's A, C, and I want to say E. Yeah, A, C, and E is graphing. So we can skip those because we all know how to graph.
Okay. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So let's do B then. So B, select 2 points from the scatter diagram and find the equation of the line containing the points selected. So, I mean, you guys can select like 2 random points.
I try to make like a line to see, what best fit. I mean, that's part of the other ones. So I guess that's why I did it. But I chose 3, 4 and 12, 7. I mean, you should come up with the same answer regardless. But that's what I chose.
Okay, so 3, 4, and
7, 12.
So
7,
we are
12.
going to use, oh,
Sorry, did I say that wrong? My bad.
okay. So we're going to use the point slope formula. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the easiest one. So y2 minus y1 equals m x2 minus x1.
So
Oh,
first you
wait.
solve for m. No, you got it. You got it. You just solve for m first.
Okay, so
So m is rise over run. So it's 12 over 4, or 12 minus 4 over 7 minus 3. Which is 8 over 4, which is 2.
and then this could be y2 and y1, x2, x1. We get positive numbers. So y2 minus y1, 12 minus 4 is 8, equals 2 times x2 minus x1. x2 is 7, x1 is 3, so 4.
Wait, what?
Wait,
What? No. It's not y2 minus y1. It's just y minus y1 equals mx minus x1.
oh,
You just use 1. I was like, wait, where's she? Yeah. So then it would be y minus 4 equals 2
yeah.
times x minus 3.
Wait, why is 4? Why is it y minus 4?
Because that's your x1
Because-
and y1. It was like the first
So-
set of points.
So do you see the formulas? It's y minus y1. So this is y1 and this is y1.
Oh, okay. Got it. I didn't mark that. Got it.
And then this is just like mathematical simplification.
Mm-hmm.
So you get this equation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the equation for
The
B.
little hat on the y.
Yep.
Y hat. But he didn't even like say that, so I don't think it's necessary. He never used that at all. I remember learning about that in my AP class, but he doesn't
in
use
AP
it at all.
stats they did.
Yeah. What high school did you go to?
Rancho.
Oh, okay. Nice. Very nice. You're our rival.
By hand, determine the least squares regression line.
Oh yeah. So this is where we start using like
This is the formula.
correlation and all that crap.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, hold on. So that was the answer for
B.
For B.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Does anyone remember the formula?
Yeah, it's R equals, I just had it written down. Okay, it's R equals the sum of, and you do like a fraction on top of a fraction. And it's gonna be x minus x bar over standard deviation of x.
Oh wait, that's S.
Yeah, the SX, times y1 minus y bar over sy. No, it's not the sum of each, it's just the sum of them both overall. So, because I thought it was,
Really?
yeah, I thought it was the way that you're writing it out right now, but when I did that, my
remember
answer
looking
was
at it. Oh,
super wrong.
really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember looking at the formula like that for the, like in the book. I
In the
guess
book.
not.
Okay, let me see if I can find it in my notes. Because I wrote it like that, or I solved it like that at first, and my number was super wrong.
Oh.
And that's where I started getting screwed up. But then I looked back at like the book and how they did it. Yeah, see, you can read it. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it's going to be over n minus 1.
So I guess we have to determine n here. It's just 5.
We have to determine the standard deviations. N is 5. Yeah.
Okay, so to determine the standard deviation, we have to first find average.
I found the mean was for x was 5.4, just to save us some math, and the mean for y was 8.6.
So you find the mean and then you find the what?
Next, we have to find the standard deviation.
Okay.
So that's when you do like, I made 3 columns to help myself out later for the correlation coefficient. My first column was xi minus x bar. My second column was xi minus x bar squared. And then my third column was what you're going to plug in for the correlation coefficient equation. So I did x minus x bar over sx. Thank you.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, just to kind of like
So
make it
x
more organized, I
minus
guess.
Bar, y minus y bar.
I'll send you guys a picture of it too. Actually, let me just do that now, so you guys can just see that.
Okay, so standard deviation. Do you guys want to calculate that one or just go with it? I don't mind either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do you guys have trouble with standard deviation?
Yeah,
I need to practice
kind of. I guess so.
it.
We can go over it then. That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the formula for standard deviation. Wait, let's actually. Let's calculate it on the bottom. So the formula for standard deviation, Sx, that's the sample standard deviation,
Okay.
not the population
Mhm.
one. So what's the formula?
Square root of, it's a great question. I know how to do the math.
I mean, like, I have it next
Yeah, I know how to do the math.
to me, but do you guys like want to say it?
Yes, yes, yes.
X1 minus x bar squared over n minus 1. Yep, there it is. I gotta let my cat in.
Okay. So xi is just every number you have in the data set. So in this case, like xi, because we're only looking at x, it would be 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So
Okay.
Sx equals big square root. Okay, and n minus 1 is 4. And then over here, it would be what?
So it's gonna be, do you want me to like do the numbers or just say like the answers of each? So
Wait. For Shelly and Beth, what do you guys
Mhm.
think it is?
good idea.
Hold on. So the X1, we're dealing with the numbers we chose, or is it just any?
So the x, so look, notice where I'm circling here. Those are all xi's. So we have to subtract the mean from every single one of those numbers and then square that.
Separately. So
Yes,
like you're gonna do
so like the first one is 3 minus 5.4 squared plus, and then the next one is 4 minus 5.4 squared plus, and then you guys plug in the rest.
Got it. Okay. Damn, this sucks.
Yeah.
not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
No wonder he's giving us an extra half hour.
Yeah, a whole hour and a half. Oh goodness.
All right, man.
Okay, so what do I plug in next?
So it's gonna be, what do you have so far? You have 4, you have 5. Okay, but 5 minus 5.4. Okay, and then the next one is 7
minus 5.4
4 square. And then the next one is 8.
8.
Lord.
I got it.
All right. Damn.
Tell me what y'all get.
Okay. So 3 minus 5.4. Oh shit! How do you square on this? Oh my god.
Are you using your phone?
No, I'm using this stupid calculator.
Oh.
So I got SX, so SX equals 2.07364.
Oh yeah, see, I did 0.2074. That's where I was gonna stop it.
Wait, 0.207?
Or sorry, 2.074. Sorry.
Oh. I don't know. I've always been taught to like, it doesn't really, like, I've always just been taught to like leave as many decimal places as possible.
Yeah, well, especially taking AP stats, they absolutely like require it. Well, we would go like 4 numbers max. We wouldn't really go to the 5th one, but they would for sure require it. But being in this class, I'm just like, I don't have time. I have 2 jobs and 2 classes and a whole bunch of other stuff in between. I don't have time for all that.
Wait, so Beth and Shelly, did you get the same numbers or are you still working on it? Take your time.
Oh, I'm
still
slow.
working on it.
Sorry.
No, take your time. It's okay.
I have a question. Can't we do like the square of each? I mean, the other formula, like where it's like 3 squared, 4 squared,
the other
and
formula?
then that's the other possibility.
The reason you cannot do the other formula is because the other formula, sorry, I meant to scroll down. Sorry, let me scroll down a moment. Okay. The other formula is actually for this variable and then the square root of, what's in the square root. But this variable is not the same as this variable, like we said, because this is the sample standard deviation. Oops, I meant sample SD. And then this is the population standard deviation.
Well, I'm glad you clarified that, so I won't be trying to do that on the test.
So the population, you can never, like, unless it's a census, you can never know the true population standard deviation. That's just like a rule of thumb. But for the sample one, it's, this is a sample of 5 people. Unless they explicitly tell you to treat it like the population, don't.
No, this is not cuddle time. Julie.
Huh?
Your cat is so cute.
Thanks. She just wants to cuddle.
Oh, little baby. Okay, Beth, real quick, because I'm just figuring out my calculator again. For the first one, 3 minus 5.4 squared, did you get 5.76?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And then I got 1.96, then I got 0.32. Then I got 2. 6.56, and then I got 6.76. Can we add them all together?
Yes.
Wait, how did you get 0.32?
When you 5 minus 5.4 squared.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yes. Okay. I was like, wait, what I do?
You're good.
Oh no, because 0.4 squared is, yeah.
Wait, yeah. 0.4 squared is 0.16.
Oh.
That's why I was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. I was like, hold on.
You got yeah, I don't know how you got 0.32.
Maybe you
Okay.
you
Let
accidentally
me do
Did you
that
like
get
again.
point like,
multiplied it again.
or did you
I
did
might
you do
have
like 0.4?
square.
Oh.
Oh, it's 2.5. Okay. There we go.
No,
I
0.4.
don't know what I did.
Which one are you talking about? Which numbers? Is it 7 minus 5.4?
So 5.
She's on the squared
No.
on the second row. Okay, so whenever you do x minus x bar squared, going down like the column of each number, it should be 5.76, 1.96, 0.16, 2.56, and 6.76.
Point.
That's what I got.
Okay.
What did I do?
Yeah. No, it's not the time.
Got it. I don't know what I was doing.
Okay, let me add all those. Is it 1.6 or 0.16?
0.16.
Okay.
And then you add all of those together and then divide it by the 4 and then do your square root.
What was the last number after 6.76?
That was the last number. After that,
Okay.
that's when you add that entire column up and then divide it by 4 and square it, or square root it.
Okay, divide it. Okay, so 17.2. Did you get 17.2 when you added all it? Or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't write that number down, so I can't tell you.
Oh, great. Fantastico.
Sorry. After I added it all up, I just did the rest of the math and I was like, okay, cool, got it.
Don't worry about the addition though. Like the addition is probably, like, you probably won't make a mistake on the addition. The
Yeah.
part that you're most likely to make a mistake on is, you know, the squaring and stuff, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay, so, all right. So, I think I got stuck. So the second part, so I added everything on the top, and then it's, so 17.2 divided by 4, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so when I enter that, and I got 4.3.
And then now do the
Yes.
square root of that.
Did you square root that?
Okay, hold on. Oops, shit. Hold on. Square root 4.3.
Yep, I got the same answer.
Got it. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Square root it. Shit. Thank God I have this calculator. Please. Jesus. Okay. Cool.
If you have an iPhone and just turn your iPhone to the side, it gives you like all the stuff that you need.
Say what?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
If you turn your iPhone horizontally.
Look at that. Wow. Technology.
Yeah. I figured that out by mistake and I was just like, wow, this is gonna save me so much time.
Oh my gosh. What? That's dope.
Yep.
I get excited over the littlest things. I
No,
swear.
that's the best. You enjoy life more. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, so are you guys ready to move on to like the next little column?
Yeah, so this was just to confirm, this is how
Yeah.
we got D? Is that what we just did?
No,
Or
we got a part of D. We got the standard deviation
Oh,
for X.
good God.
Now we need to
So
get
now
this.
let's do the standard deviation for y.
Uh-huh.
Oh Jesus, what?
Yeah.
Girl, these look
Oh,
look
good
at
God.
this entire section. All of this is D.
Oh,
Oh my
oh
God.
Yeah.
my God.
Okay, Jesus, Mary. All right.
What will I be doing tomorrow?
I sent you a picture of the work though. I don't know if you guys got it.
Thank you. Yes, I
Thank you.
saw that it went through.
Okay, cool.
So this is still part D, but
Okay.
this is
So the
Jesus.
mean for
Y.
this one is 8.6.
Okay, so we're doing it for Y now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What parts did we pick? So it'd be 4, 6, 7, 12, 14?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, and why did you put 8.6?
It's the mean
Because
of
that's
Y.
the mean. We calculated, or we
Oh, okay.
got right
Got
here.
it.
So I guess if you
Okay.
want to write this equation in terms of y, maybe that's helpful. So sy equals y minus y bar over n minus 1. That's the equation.
Yeah,
Oh, we're not
that
doing stem. Wait, what?
helps me too.
No, it
That's
is.
the
It
standard
is, but you're just
deviation.
writing the standard deviation in terms of y.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She just forgot
That
the little
helps.
squared on the Y. That's all.
Oh,
I think maybe that's why it didn't look like it.
sorry.
No, you're good. We're also nice. We're all apologizing for everything. Typical females.
True. Hold on. Okay, back it up because I'm just looking at this. 8.6, you put that because
That's the mean.
I think I was writing something down when I think you told her that. The mean.
Of Y.
Oh,
like,
the
whole Y
mean
row.
for y. So if we ask like what is the mean of this whole data set, we have to add each one of these numbers. So 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 12 plus 14 divided by 5, you get this number.
Got it. Cool beans. Gracias. Okay.
Thank you. Here, all my papers.
Is this what he wanted us to do? You want to do these problems, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that kind of problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what's on the homework. This is the homework problem. Besides the
Okay.
graphs.
Oh, good God.
Oh, he did say he's giving us an hour and a half because he's giving us 30 minutes to turn it in, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so he's giving us an hour to look at the test before we go on Zoom. Then he's going to give us an hour on Zoom to finish the test, and then he's going to give us a half hour after to like finish and submit it.
I'm pretty sure we're all gonna start like at 6. Pretty
yeah.
sure that's what everybody's gonna do.
5:55. I'm already on the computer waiting, like refreshing the page, seeing if it's open.
Yeah.
Same. This is what I got.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I got too.
Okay. Again, I just stopped it at 4.2 and 9 just because that's what I felt comfortable with. I felt like the 005, but you guys do whatever makes you comfortable. Because the more numbers you keep, the more like accurate you can get, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So D is asking us determine the least squares regression line. So we're gonna have to write the formula again because we took up so much space. So it's simple. R equals sigma x minus x over. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Okay, S x y minus
Let's see anything.
S y.
The heck?
Oops. Okay. Does not look like a good end. Okay. So now that we've gotten everything,
Well,
how do we plug things into the formula?
well, we still have 3 more columns to go through.
What do you mean?
So now
Holy shit! What?
yeah, now you have to do this column for the x.
No, we don't.
Yeah, that's how you do the coefficient, because you do it for the x, and then you do it for the y, and then you
Yeah, but
multiply
what
these
operation
two
do you
together
have to do?
for the correlation coefficient to plug into the
Yeah, so we have to plug all of the numbers into this formula.
yeah, exactly. But you don't do like the totals of each. You have to do them individually and then multiply them together. That's what he did on the like practice problem that we all did.
Yeah, I understand. So you would add them together at the end. Like you would add. Okay. You have to multiply each column.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about we do it your way? Can you annotate the screen?
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a great question.
I'll write the numbers down.
Oh, okay. I think I got it. Is this? Okay, cool.
There we go.
Oh, well, that's not an eraser. Oh, all right. We're just going to move on from that.
Wait.
Who's drawing right now?
I'm
You
trying
have
to
an
like,
eraser. You have an eraser on Zoom.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to use, and it's just not. I'm confused. Oh, just kidding. I'm pressing the pencil and not the eraser because I'm dumb. Just ignore me. Okay. All right.
Oh, we can draw. That was me. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right? Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let me just do this. Well, I'm just gonna do this. Okay.
So can someone write the
So-
numbers of X and Y?
Why didn't it work? Oh, okay. So I didn't do it on like a whole bar like that.
No, I didn't mean. I just meant the numbers so we know. But you can make the columns like in this table if you want. Here, let's just draw. a
Okay, yeah.
table.
So I did. Am I drawing? Can I draw?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. And then X bar over. Oh, that's really big. Me.
So did you want me to annotate the tops of it, the tops of the table? How many columns do you want? 3?
Well, since we already did all the other stuff, yeah, 3 is fine.
Okay.
3 works. I wish I had like my
So
little
what's
pen.
the top one?
Okay, so it's gonna be
Sorry, what's the first one?
X minus X bar over standard deviation of X, or sample X.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was not desired at all. X. Why does it keep making triangles? Okay. The next column.
It's gonna be the same thing but with Y. So yi minus y bar over sy.
And this is E, right? That we're doing?
No, this is still D.
Oh, this is still D.
Oh my
Okay.
good God.
And then the last column is going to be them together. So you're going to do parentheses xi minus x bar over sx, close parentheses, and then open another yi minus y bar over sy.
Oh,
You girl. There we go.
Jesus.
Beautiful. Okay. So now you do as just as I suggest. Of course, now I can black. So for these numbers, or do you guys want to try solving it first and then I'll tell you?
Wait, can someone, that's what I was saying, like, can someone plug in the numbers in here? Like X's? Because I had them on the problem, but then we moved, you know? So can someone, like, open the textbook and tell me what to write?
X is 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8.
Okay, and Y?
4, 6, 7, 12, and 14. 4, 6, 7, 12, 14.
Okay.
Sorry,
And
I
this
thought
is-
you like wanting to like write down the whole thing. I was like, I don't write that whole long.
Okay. So we still stick to like the same point then. We're sticking to the same
For
point.
this one,
Yeah, so you're still using
So,
5.4 as the mean, and
hold on. I don't think so, Shelly. You're dividing this into 5 more rows because you're doing 1 for each number. So the points that we use to calculate the slope, that was just for the line because you need 2 points to make a line. But in this case, we are seeing the relationship between all of these numbers, so we need to use all 5 of them.
So for like the first little square, it would be, what's that? 3 minus 5.4 over 2.074.
Over 2.7.
And once you did that, you would get, because it's going to be negative, you would get negative 1.157.
Okay. Real quick, where did you get 2.74?
That's the standard deviation. So that other long problem that we just did, that's how we got that answer.
So what's the answer, sorry?
It's going to be negative 1.157.
Got it. Okay.
I'll write it in pink.
Okay. You're so precious. Okay.
Yeah. Right?
I'm so sorry.
It loves giving
Why
you
is it
shapes.
making squares?
So,
And you're going to do that with all the numbers of X, and then you're going to do the same thing with the mean of Y and the standard deviation of Y for the next column.
Oh, Jesus, Mary.
Yeah,
Wow.
I wasn't kidding. It's a lot of work. That's why it took me so long. There's a lot of different
I
kinds.
think we're only gonna get one problem like this on the exam.
I swear to God, he will fill my wrath. if we get
Yes.
more than one like this. Jesus.
I need longer than 2.5 hours.
Is it wrong of me to like be excited for that?
We just
let's
want to
just
see
say
it.
let's just say as a Gemini, you just do not want to see that.
Ooh,
Like,
oh my
no,
gosh.
you do not.
No.
Oh my lord.
first they're sour, then they're sweet. So I'm just
Should get the whole class shut down. We'll just all get A's. That would be that.
oh,
4.2.
Ooh, where are you
I'm sorry.
going? Okay.
I'm so sorry.
You gave me
I just-
vertigo there. What the shit? Like,
Just wanted to see the standard deviation.
oh, okay.
Sorry, it's 4.219. Oh, well, you already got it.
Okay. 9.4. X. Okay. Okay, jaw feel. Okay. It's a long process, but it's all like connecting somehow.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
The more you write it out, the more it makes sense. Like once you go through the other 3 problems that make you do
Yeah.
this, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because 19 makes you do the same thing, not to the extent that we will do for this problem, because it goes like a different route. You just
Yeah.
the correlation and that's it. But this helps too because it's part of it.
Okay.
Shout out to Marina for writing all this down because that
Right?
was not going to work out for me. My fingers are way too big and I don't have a little pen. I used to. No idea where it is now.
Just check in with me about the numbers.
No, you're doing great.
Okay.
And I rounded that one to 0.193, but again, it should be roughly around the same.
I don't know
Okay.
why my screen
Okay.
froze.
Jaw feel.
Oh yeah, it's making its way. It's slow, but it's making its way. Making my way downtown.
I just need to ask, does anybody know how hot it is right now, by any chance?
Like outside?
Yeah.
I can check for you.
Oh shoot, I think I got this one wrong. The one I'm erasing right now.
It is 93 or 91 with
Okay.
unhealthy air quality.
You know what? I thought that was a hoax. Like, okay, whatever. No, legit, I was having trouble breathing yesterday.
dude.
I was like,
My
yeah.
phone literally, I don't know how to do that. Can you guys see it? Unhealthy air quality.
Yeah. Thanks,
I've never seen that
Apple.
before.
Yeah, I've seen that once or twice.
That's not okay.
No, it's not. And I figured because after 4th of July, that's when things started to get bad. Like the air quality was really bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, that makes sense.
We were
But
doing
you know what? Like, I don't know. The air quality here in general is like a lot better than a lot of places.
this
like-
is true.
I don't know if I
True.
said this yesterday. Oh, Beth is having technical difficulties. Oh, there she is.
I was wondering why I was quiet. I was like, girl, where's she at? Like, okay, so
Beth, can you hear us?
hey, Beth.
Oh,
Oh,
F,
here I am.
you're us?
Huh? Yeah,
You
I'm
hear?
back.
Uh, uh,
Oh, this is terrible. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It just, for whatever reason, it keeps shutting me down, and then I'm going back and forth, so I just have to get out and then come back in.
Oh,
It's
that's
all
no
good.
problem.
Freaking AT&T.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
That was
Sorry.
the worst service I ever had. I hated AT&T, and their customer service is crap. I hated
Yeah.
having to call them. It was like the bane of my existence.
I wrote all those down. Oh, I didn't write that down.
Okay, 1.9. Oh, I hope that's it. Shit. Okay. Yeah. What? Oh no. Damn, I screwed up. Hold on. I got
Oh, no.
super excited. Dang. Okay. Four.
So excited.
I know. Like I won the damn lottery. Oh, what?
That's what it feels like, honestly, when you get this right. It's like, holy shit.
Let me do that again. 4 minus 8.
A graphing calculator would really help though. Like I'm doing this by hand just because we have the columns, but honestly, I would have just done it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, the graphing calculator is A1. But again, like, I don't know if this is what he wants to see because this is how he put it in, like, when he went over the problems with us. So I just assume that that's how he wanted to see it. But I mean, again, it helps me to see actually organized too because it helps me understand, like, what's supposed to be happening.
I might message him later today because I think, like he said, if you have a graphing calculator, use it. But like, what's the